Well, no, there is so much that we haven't gotten to really poke at, and I know that this is such an incredibly huge topic. But I think the most important question that I really have for you before we step out the door tonight is just what is the best way for people who are watching tonight to be part of the solution here?
I think one thing would be, if you want to look into prison abolition and problems within the prison system, get involved with any local group that's doing work with persons incarcerated or with addressing problems in the prison system locally. Nobody has all the answers, and this is something we're working on collectively everywhere, in the sense that there are lots of different local or regional groups that are working on prison problems and prison issues. If you want to get involved, find any local group that's doing this work and get involved in them. There's also remotely, you can get involved in different actions like letter writing. So this letter writing is something that can be done remotely from anywhere, addressing persons in prisons anywhere. And so there are some things like, of course, our work is remote, and people can get involved in that way. But there's also Black and Pink, which is a specifically an organization that specifically provides pen pals for LGBTQ and HIV affected persons. And so it's specifically supporting this segment of our prison population with pen pals. And so they have a really good system that's set up to provide support and provide connections with people. Another one is Prisoner Correspondence Project out of Canada. And so if we have any listeners up in Canada, I know Prisoner Correspondence Project, I believe they're out of Toronto. I know they're short-staffed, and they're always needing help with their pen pal connections up there. Last I heard, they were about 6 months behind. So things like that, if you can get involved in local efforts or with a letter writing or other prison support programs at a distance, those are really good ways to learn and to get involved in some way in prison abolition work.
Hmm. Are there any particular places that you might point people towards who want to learn more about what's going on and how they can be part of a solution here?
Sure. Our blog, so our website is tpi.org,
Hmm.
and we have a blog up on our main menu. If you click on that, then you can go to the resources link up in the upper right hand corner, and we list several things there. And so that's one starting place. Some I would point out would be things like Dean Spade. Dean Spade is a trans man who started Sylvia Rivera Law Project. He's also an attorney, and he is very involved in prison abolition and transformative justice. And he's a great person in looking at mutual aid efforts and building our community toward things that are not incarceration and not punitive or retributive justice systems. He's also big in the mutual aid movement. Interrupting criminalization is another good place I like. Some authors that might be worth looking at. Victoria Law has a couple of really accessible books. One is called Prison by Any Other Name, and another one is called Prisons Make Us Safer and Other Myths About the American Incarceration System. And so those are really accessible books that
Hmm.
people can look at to get a little bit more educated on some of the trends in prison abolition and incarceration justice.